Now on CoastTV News.
Prepping for potential flurries along the coast. Pay change, why your check might have been lighter this week in Delaware. And an increase in homeless people at a local church. What Code Purple at Cape says they're looking for. Plus, an increasing death toll in California, the latest on devastating wildfires in Los Angeles.
And we're beginning to see that snow move in as scheduled throughout parts of the peninsula. That will overspread the area through the overnight and into tomorrow morning. I'll have the latest on how much snow you can expect to see coming up in my full forecast.
This is CoastTV News at 11.
Grocery stores packed on Friday as people prepare to stay in this weekend. Good evening, I'm Christina DeRobertis. Welcome to Coast TV News at 11. We begin tonight at a few Sussex County grocery stores. And that's where people were stocking up and getting ready for a big storm. Or maybe not. Some more snow is expected to make its way to the coast this weekend, but definitely not as much as we saw on Monday. But people in Sussex County still getting their errands done before the snow starts to fall. And as Coast TV News reporter Brendan Conroy shows us, shoppers were on a mission.
Milk, bread, snacks, the necessities, all leaving the shelves fast.
Please bag item or place on.
People in Sussex County are making sure to stock up on everything they may need ahead of the expected snow, although it's not expected to be as severe as Monday.
Today we've seen a big boost in volume, a lot of customers coming out.
Kevin Augustine is the assistant manager at the Weiss in Lewes and says it wouldn't run as smoothly if it weren't for his coworkers.
Helping people get their stuff in and out as fast as possible. So we are ready to do the same thing again. You know, we have a really good crew and they work really hard, so I'm really proud of what we've done.
Tony Piazza lives in Lewes and says he isn't expecting much snow, but still made an early grocery trip.
I'm going to be probably prepping more because I like to pre-make my meals, throw them in the fridge, easy, bada bing, bada boom. And then, so I might be making more dinners, stocking up a little extra.
While most grocery stores are a lot calmer right now, if you were here just a few hours ago, these aisles would be full and people would be in here grabbing anything they might need, along with all of those essentials in case they have to stay in this weekend. And what I'm doing here is I'm grabbing my essentials. While our meteorologists predict only an inch or two of snow, Sussex County can never be too prepared. In Lewes, Brendan Conroy, Coast TV News.
Now, Code Purple at the Cape works year-round to find shelter for homeless people. And after working with the state fire marshal, they've been able to increase the number of men they take in at St. Jude's the Apostle Church in Lewes. Now, Mike Agnew, the site director for Code Purple at the Cape, says they're looking for more men to step up and help.
The important message right now is that we need more overnight hosts. We need more men. In the men's shelter, we have men staying overnight, of course, in the women's shelter, women. But right now, we need more overnight hosts in the men's shelter.
For some more information about how you can volunteer, visit coasttv.com. And speaking of the potential snow this weekend, Coast TV News continues to be your source for any winter storm. Be sure to tune in to coverage on television, on coasttv.com, on our apps, and our radio stations, and our social media. And this brings us right to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, how are you handling back-to-back snow? Let's take a look at the results. And it looks like 27% say they're loving the snow. 38% say they're ready for spring, 2% stressed but managing, 33% just over it. And we still want to know what you think, so go over to coasttv.com or use our mobile app to vote. We're taking a live look outside now into Ocean City, and our first alert meteorologist, Chris Mastrobono, is about to join us with a first check on the weather. Hey there, Chris.
Hey there, Christina. Yeah, we are awaiting that snow in Ocean City as we take a live look there. Temperatures are right around that freezing mark, so we are certainly cold enough to support snow. But as we make our way southern portions of the peninsula, we could see that snow working through Chickatee and beginning in Snow Hill. The atmosphere is very dry, but we're beginning to see that snow make it to the surface in portions of Crisfield, light to moderate snow, and there's plenty more back off to the west as this area of low pressure pushes off the Carolinas through the overnight. So we're going to continue to see light to moderate snow through the daybreak time frame. So we'll see slick to snow-covered roads, but that snow is going to be out of here by late morning through midday, and we're going to be pushing 40, believe it or not, by Sunday and Monday. But it's a brief shot of mild air because we are going to be seeing the return of that Arctic air come Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. So we start the day with snowy, by noon, cloudy skies as we top out in the mid-30s. We'll talk about the latest snowfall totals coming up in my full 7-day forecast. Christina?
Okay, thanks for that, Chris. We'll check back in. Well, for many people, today is payday. And if you work in Delaware, you might want to take a closer look at your paycheck because some people are seeing a 0.4% reduction in pay as part of a new paid family medical leave program. It's being implemented after the General Assembly passed legislation back in 2022 requiring companies of a certain size to offer paid family leave. It would be for things like having a child, combating serious illness, or caring for a sick family member. The new law ensures paid family leave, specifically up to 80% of wages, capping at $900 per week. But as you can imagine, no matter the reason, not everyone is happy about paying more in taxes.
I just feel that we need more money in our paycheck and less out because they take so much out now and where I don't have any independence, so I don't get that much back.
Now, if you work in Maryland, a similar program is set to take effect there come July 1st. Bird flu continues to expand on Delmarva. The Department of Agriculture says a second broiler flock tested positive. In Caroline County, state testing has detected a case of bird flu following routine sampling of a broiler operation there. And over in Dorchester and Worcester counties, snow geese have also tested positive. Agriculture officials say all poultry farmers need to monitor their flocks for illness. And on that same note, out of concern, the Delaware Department of Agriculture has announced that all poultry-related sessions at the upcoming Ag Week are now canceled. If you're attending Ag Week, everyone is being asked to not wear clothing or shoes that have been in or around poultry or wild birds. And the department says foot baths will be available throughout the week, and hand sanitizer and Lysol will also be available. Ag Week kicks off Monday at the Delaware State Fairgrounds. Well, a property with a lot of history is one step closer to having a giant neighborhood. On your screen now is that property. It's on Route 1 and Cave Neck Road. And Coast TV News reporter Brandon Ferguson shows us what just happened and what's next.
359 single-family homes, over 241 acres. That's what was approved unanimously by Sussex County Planning and Zoning Commission. Ennio Mastriani lives less than a mile away from the approved property.
And we're concerned about the entranceway too, that there may be some safety problems with our entrance. Will we be able to get out if traffic gets heavy?
Coast TV reached out to the developer and have not heard back. However, the Sussex Economic Development Action Committee endorsed Seaside, citing it's a project that provides housing for the people of Sussex County with 58% open space. But Bob Tondi, who moved from the Washington, D.C. area to Sussex County specifically for the quiet lifestyle, it's upsetting to him.
And to see all this development and the roads aren't being upgraded as quickly as the neighborhoods are going in, we're going to have a big traffic issue here.
The tone in Lewes wasn't all negative for the new development.
When I spoke to one man off camera that lives in a neighborhood off of Cave Neck Road, he said while most of his neighbors are opposed to this neighborhood, he honestly does not care and knew sooner or later something was going to get approved for this plot of land. In Lewes, Brandon Ferguson, Coast TV News.
Now, one thing to note here, since this is a subdivision, it doesn't have to go in front of the Sussex County Council, so it's up to the developer when building will begin on the neighborhood. Well, at least 11 people are dead as at least 5 wildfires continue to consume Los Angeles County. The Pentagon says more than 600 California National Guardsmen are assisting in the fire response across Southern California. At last check, more than 100,000 people were still under evacuation orders. As Lee Waldman reports, some residents have been able to return home, but what they're finding is devastating.
It's like something out of a nightmare.
Catastrophic damage caused by multiple Los Angeles wildfires has left residents in disbelief.
Doesn't look real. Everything you've ever known is just like gone.
The unprecedented disaster wiping out at least 10,000 structures, according to the Los Angeles County assessor. As officials continue to search the ashes for potential victims who didn't make it out, one woman made a heartbreaking discovery at her childhood home.
And he said he'll be fine. I'll be here when you guys come back. And he said his house would be here. His house is here and he was here too. He was in his bed when I found him.
At least 180,000 people were ordered to evacuate this week. While evacuees scrambled to get out and find safety, LA County EMS says a technical glitch accidentally sent evacuation alerts to millions of people.
I can't express enough how sorry I am for this experience.
President Joe Biden hosted a California wildfire briefing Friday with Vice President Kamala Harris, California Governor Gavin Newsom, and Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass.
We're going to keep working 24/7 to support state and local officials to fully stop these fires as soon as possible.
It's so surreal. You can't describe how bad it is. The pictures and the news just don't do it justice. It's so bad, and just my heart goes out to everyone, and it's just brutal.
In Pacific Palisades, I'm Lee Waldman reporting.
Now, 2 of the largest fires, the Palisades and Eaton fires, they're under 10% contained at this hour. Now, the Pacific Palisades fire has burned more than 20,000 acres so far, and the Eaton fire has burned more than 13,000 acres so far. The Kenneth, Hurst, and Lydia fires are all at least 35% contained, but firefighters expect more wind and dry conditions to further complicate efforts into next week. We still have more news to get into this evening. Coming up next, the Supreme Court arguments today to challenge a TikTok ban, where justices seem to be leaning. But first, we've got all the cool things to do this weekend.
And we are starting the weekend with a little bit of snow in both Cambridge and Crisfield, but we rebound nicely. We're going to be in the lower 40s by Monday. The latest snowfall map coming up, my full 7-day forecast.
Ride the wave of Delmarva's coastal charm with Coast Life. Explore local treasures, fresh trends, and unforgettable stories from our coastal communities. Join the adventure with Coast Life, weekdays at 4 on CoastTV.
Keep your home warm and cozy with Chesapeake Home Services. Right now, enjoy up to $1,000 off your new HVAC system, plus get a free air purifier. Call us today to learn about our 0% financing options and no money down programs. With Chesapeake, you get our risk-free guarantee. If you're not satisfied for any reason within the first year and we can't fix it, we'll buy it back. Chesapeake Home Services.
Service sure to make you smile. They always go the extra mile.
Get the Coast TV News app, the latest and most up-to-date stories for your coastal community. Coastal news customized to your needs. Download the Coast TV News app on your Apple or Android devices. Coast TV, our community, your news.
Well, I know I say this all the time, but there is truly something for everyone this weekend. And if you're a Swiftie, I need you to listen up here because DJ Swiftie is coming to the Milton Theater. On Saturday night at 7:30, the theater will have a Tay-Tay dance party, and it's not too late to buy tickets. In Milford this weekend, you can lend a helping hand or get the help that you need. Milford Advocacy for the Homeless is hosting a free community event at the Milford Public Library, 10 a.m. on Saturday. Or you can head to Lewes and unleash your creativity at a paint and sip event Saturday afternoon. All the painting supplies are provided, just bring yourself. In Kent County, head to Tre Sorrel Dolce and learn how to make sourdough bread. You'll get hands-on experience mixing and baking dough, and tickets include a glass of champagne and ice cream. Plus, don't forget, it's the last Sunday night football on Coast TV, so if it's just too cold outside for you, that's okay, I understand. Stay in, tune into Coast TV, and watch the Washington Commanders take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Stay tuned for your local news after that. For event details, tickets, and more, just head over to CoastTV.com and click on Cool Things to Do.
Here at North Bay Marina, we know that boaters have the most fun.
Ready to upgrade your drive? Visit buyatoyota.com or scan this QR code and start your journey today. Ready for anything with comfort that lasts the whole trip? Your new RAV4 is waiting with deals just a click away. Right now, buy a new Toyota RAV4 with low 4.99% APR financing. Toyota, let's go places.
Ring in 2025 with a new roof from Spicer Brothers. Right now, get 20% off materials, plus save 25% on your entire roofing project. Our expert team is dedicated to providing unmatched customer service and quality craftsmanship. It's the perfect time to upgrade your home and start the year strong. So don't miss out on the 2025 savings with 20% off materials and 25% off your entire roofing project. Visit SpicerBros.com or call now to schedule your free consultation. Make Spicer Brothers your New Year's resolution because you deserve the best.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry-first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation, where we bring the showroom to you.
Ants are usually considered a nuisance pest and enjoy a slightly better reputation than other home invaders like cockroaches and mice. But recent studies indicate ants carry germs. Those ants in your kitchen aren't just helping themselves to your food. They might be contaminating it. Call Brazier's Pest Control to sign up for our premium protection plan. We'll keep your home pest free year-round. Call 1-800-908-1000.
Well, we started our week with snow, and now we are ending the week with snow. Now, the good news is we're not going to be dealing with a lot of snow here through the overnight and into Saturday. Ocean City, we're at the freezing mark, and we are seeing those winds out of the southwest at about 7 miles an hour as we await the snow. Winter weather advisory in effect through Sussex County till 1 tomorrow, and that extends southward into Dorchester, Somerset, Wacomico, and Worcester counties. Now, we do have a winter storm warning for Accomack County. That is where we expect the bullseye of the snowfall totals, generally 4 to 5 inches in those areas. But you could see the snow beginning to creep up into the peninsula, moving into Chicotee, making its way up to Ocean City as we make our way towards the Crisfield. Light to moderate snow beginning to break out. Not snowing yet in Delaware. Atmosphere still very dry, but this radar will begin to fill in here over the next hour or so. And you can see plenty more moisture back off to the west. Again, not all that heavy, as the heaviest moisture is going to pass us to the south. Area of low pressure centered over Georgia is going to be pushing off the Carolinas and then exiting to the northeast. So we're not really going to get a full-blown coastal storm, just kind of a grazing, if you will. But this storm produced quite a bit of snow back off towards the south. 34 degrees was our high today. The record 67. Record low, look at that, -5 set back in 1958. So we are below the freezing mark virtually everywhere at this point. Futurecast shows the snow through the overnight, making its way into Lewes and Dewey Beach and Bethany by 2, 3 a.m. and pretty much snowing everywhere by 3 a.m. You can see that snow into Ocean City through Salisbury and then continuing through the daybreak hour. But you could see by the time we get to around 8 o'clock, it tapers off. It's a quick shot of snow. And by the lunchtime hour, I think we are dry. Northwesterly winds kick in, and you can see as we push further to the south through about 2:30 in the morning, you could see some light to moderate snow in Ocean City, some heavier snow back off through Chicotee by around 4 a.m. And that snow continues into about the 7 o'clock hour. And then by around 8, 9 o'clock, I think most of us are going to be snow-free. And then we dry things out, but a breezy afternoon under mostly cloudy skies. So the further north you go, the lesser the totals. Coating to an inch from about Milford on north. As you work southward, we're thinking a general 1 to 2 with some isolated pockets of 3 inches from Rehoboth down through Ocean City. And then as you make your way down towards Accomack County, that is the bullseye where we could see upwards of 3 to 5 inches of snow. But look, we rebound. We're up to 40 degrees by Sunday under mostly sunny skies. 43, I think we are in the low 40s region-wide on Monday, but we see an Arctic blast roll in midweek, and we see those temperatures dip below the freezing mark Tuesday through Thursday.
Okay, thanks again, Chris. Well, for Delaware businesses, the first Encouraging Development, Growth, and Expansion competition, also known as the EDGE competition, the first of 2025, it launches February 1st. The Delaware Division of Small Business is hosting a webinar on January 22nd at 10 a.m. to review the application process. EDGE is a competition for grant funding. The Supreme Court appears likely to uphold a law that would effectively ban TikTok in the U.S. The court heard oral arguments in the case Friday. The law requires China-based TikTok owner ByteDance to divest itself from the company, although the justices did not appear convinced by TikTok's free speech arguments. There remains some uncertainty over how the court will handle the case. A preliminary decision is expected in the coming days. A New York judge sentenced President-elect Donald Trump to an unconditional discharge in the New York hush money case, meaning no jail time or financial penalties. That makes Trump the first president to have been sentenced for a felony criminal conviction. The president-elect appeared virtually for the hearing from his home in South Florida. Trump was convicted in May of falsifying records related to payments he made to adult film star Stormy Daniels to cover up an alleged affair. Here's some recordings from that hearing today.
In a political witch hunt, it was done to damage my reputation so that I'd lose the election, and obviously that didn't work. The fact is that I'm totally innocent. I did nothing wrong.
Now, immediately following the sentencing, the president-elect reached out to supporters on social media, calling for donations to continue to fight the case. Former President Jimmy Carter received a second funeral on Thursday in his hometown of Plains, Georgia. The busy day continued following Carter's national funeral service in Washington. Carter's casket made the trip back to his hometown, where he will be laid to rest next to his wife, Rosalind Carter. The gravesite will be open to the public within the next 6 months. Coming up tonight in sports, the NFL playoffs kick off this weekend, and the Philadelphia Eagles are hoping it can kickstart the Birds' third Super Bowl appearance in 7 seasons. But before they can get that far, the Green Bay Packers stand in their way on Sunday.
Listen to Big 107.7, Delmarva's classic rock station.
These hands care for the herd. My hands need to be tough and sensitive. When my hands are dry and cracking, it's hard to do my job. That's why I use O'Keeffe's.
It's America's #1 selling hand cream for guaranteed relief.
And if it works for these hands, it'll work for yours.
Also try our new hand and body lotion.
Cream on the left, one more episode. Cream on the right, we crushed the whole series. Yes! Oh, that was really good. Oreo, stay playful.
Check out the newest strength equipment at Planet Fitness. Join today for $1 down and save.
We're trying new machines in the new year.
We're building new muscles.
Finding new face.
New focus.
New bench. Love that new equipment smell.
So, you in?
Join the club today. Save $28 or more when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends January 10th. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Not everyone wants a big funeral. For those seeking a simple alternative, the Eastern Shore's most trusted family and funeral services offers another option. Eastern Shore Cremation and Funeral Service is simple and affordable. A direct cremation tribute starts at just $17.45, or choose to have a small visitation service serving Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia with easy consultation by phone and streamlined electronic documentation. Learn more at easternshorecremation.com. Simply respectful.
Over 50 years ago, JD Asphalt was built on strong family values and a commitment to quality. For 3 generations, we've stayed true to those principles, delivering friendly service and fast premium results that's built to last. Growing up, my dad showed me what it takes to be the best. And now I'm passing the same knowledge on to my kids, ensuring our commitment to quality lives on. JD Asphalt, quality paving, family owned and trusted for over 50 years.
Accidents happen when you least expect them. Big or small, when accidents strike, things can get a little complicated. This is where the Law Office of Trap-Nickel steps in. Our experienced team fights for your rights, turning tough situations into significant compensation. If you've suffered an injury, claim the justice you're entitled to. The Law Office of Trap-Nickel. Your priority is our priority.
This is Coast TV News at 11.
Some concerning new information about protein powder tonight. A new report by the Clean Label Project, which is a nonprofit dedicated to transparent food labeling, found many brands contain disturbing levels of lead and cadmium. The Clean Label Project analyzed samples from 70 brands of protein powders, and although it did not name the brands, in the report, the highest amounts of lead and cadmium were found in plant-based, organic, and chocolate-flavored products. No level of lead is safe for humans, and cadmium is a carcinogen. In business news, Macy's has confirmed plans to close dozens of its department stores this year. This Macy's store located in Center City, Philadelphia, will be one of 66 stores closing across the country. The closures are part of what the company describes as a new strategy to return its business to, quote, sustainable, profitable sales growth. The plan was introduced early last year, which included closing 150 stores over a 3-year period. We are now 10 days into 2025, and experts say it's about the time that many people give up on their New Year's resolutions. In fact, some have dubbed this Quitter's Day. But if your goal is to be healthier, don't stop now. In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither has 5 tips to keep you motivated.
Maybe you resolve to eat healthier or exercise more. But if you're losing steam on those New Year's goals, you're not alone.
10 days in can feel like a lot if we're biting off more than we can chew, no pun intended.
Registered dietitian Allison Kane with Massachusetts General Hospital says one reason people tend to quit this time of year is that they set unrealistic goals and then quickly burn out. The first step to beating Quitter's Day is to set the right goals.
What we call SMART goals. So SMART is an acronym that stands for specific, measurable, actionable, relevant, and time-based. So we're being really specific, like I want to have 1 serving of fruit every day for the next 10 days, or at least twice in the next week.
Next, prepare and plan. If you don't have time to have everything cooked, just have an idea of what you're going to eat and have it available. Third, be balanced and flexible. Kane says if you get off the rails, don't throw in the towel.
Recognize that perfection is probably not realistic, and so to just be a little bit flexible and keep working towards your goal.
Fourth, Kane says to write down your goal and keep track of progress. She says that increases the likelihood of achieving it. Finally, she says to celebrate small wins.
Thinking about how consistent you've been. And again, it doesn't have to be that it happens every single day, but you're focused on building the lasting habit rather than getting it right every single time.
For Health Minute,
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Wild Card Weekend is back, and 12 teams have a chance to advance to the divisional round. One of those teams is the Philadelphia Eagles, who host the Green Bay Packers on Sunday. Now, you may remember this matchup from all the way back in week 1 as the Eagles defeated the Packers to start the season in Brazil 34-29. The Eagles come into this showdown sitting at 14-3 on the season. They've only dropped 1 game since September. Philly is led by league-leading rusher in Saquon Barkley, who became just the 9th running back to rush for over 2,000 yards in a single season. The offense is 2nd in the league in rushing yards per game, 3rd in time of possession, top 10 in scoring offense, and 8th in total yards per game. On the other end, their defense is 2nd in points per game, 1st in total yards allowed per game, and have the #1 pass defense in the league. And at this point in the NFL season, this may be the most impressive stat of them all. The Birds will have all 11 starters on offense healthy and available for this contest. This game kicks off at the Link on Sunday at 4:30 p.m. Make sure to follow our socials at Delmarva Sports and download the DSN app while subscribing to DSN Plus to stay up to date on everything sports on and around Delmarva. That'll do it for sports. Have a great night, everyone.
Coast TV is your home for the NFL playoffs. On Sunday night, you can tune in to watch the Washington Commanders take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And after the game, stay right here for your hyper-local news. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Beach Barrels. No matter where you're from, everyone is a local. Fun times and good vibes await with a wide variety of craft brews, plus our award-winning Primo Hoagies made fresh daily. Dance the night away at the best live music venue in Ocean City. And there's never a bad seat to catch your favorite sports team. Dine in or relax on our outside deck with comfortable seating and beautiful palm trees for a cozy, tropical atmosphere. Beach Barrels open 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. at 132nd and Coastal Highway.
I've needed a new left hip for about 15 years. The last 2 cortisone shots I got were bone on bone, and they didn't last 6 months. They lasted maybe a month. I was in a lot of pain. The staff at the Joint Surgery Center at Atlantic General Hospital were incredibly helpful. I was back to work 2 days short of a month, which I found amazing. You learn to trust people when you get good care.
Start your journey to relief today. Atlantic General Hospital, expert care every day.
McMullen Septic Service. Inspection, that's our business. Pumping, that's our business. Installation, that's our business. Repair, that's our business. 3 generations and 70 years of experience. We do it all. Remember, every 2 to 3 years to pump your septic to keep things running smoothly. Serving Southern Kent and Sussex counties. Trust McMullen Septic Service for all your septic needs. Your business is our business.
Cabinet Discounters, we truly love what we do. Transforming kitchens, bathrooms, basements, any room. Creating new ways to help you achieve your vision. And all within your budget. Plus, we've got big news. We're excited to announce our new location in Frankfort at the Banks Plaza Shopping Center. Plus, you'll get the same great quality and great price. Get inspired at our new showroom in the Banks Plaza Shopping Center in Frankfort. Learn more at CabinetDiscounters.com.
Cabinet Discounters. Great quality, great price.
Life is full of unexpected moments. At Tunnel & Razor, we know the value of being prepared.
We work closely with our clients to understand their goals and concerns in drafting their wills and powers of attorney.
Estate planning isn't just for the wealthy. It's for anyone who wants peace of mind to know that their loved ones are taken care of.
We will walk you through each step and make sure all your questions are answered.
Our caring and skillful representation means your wishes will be respected and your family secure.
Tunnel & Razor, your trusted partner in life's journey.
Well, the house that Walter White once called home is now up for sale. This Albuquerque home's exterior stood in for White's house in the TV show Breaking Bad. The homeowners say an average of 300 cars a day would drive by to take pictures of the home. Now, Zillow estimates the home would go for just under $350,000, but the family is asking for $4 million.
Snow is beginning to build into Delmarva, and we're going to continue to see it overspread the area through the overnight and into our early Saturday morning. Light to moderate snow. This is a light event expecting anywhere between about 1 to as much as 3 inches throughout much of Sussex County, down through Salisbury and Ocean City. Higher totals the further south you go into Accomack County. Congratulations to our umbrella winner, Stephen Dundon of Lewes, Delaware. You're the winner of our Paul Davis umbrella. And you can get your latest forecast by dialing our First Alert weather phone, brought to you by Brockstead, Mondalis, and Federico. Now, we do rebound. Second half of the weekend, sunshine, 40 degrees, 43 by Monday, but it's short-lived because we see another blast of Arctic air through midweek. But then by next weekend, we're approaching the mid to upper 40s, with another chance of some rain and snow there. Watching for a little system there for Inauguration Day. That should be a little interesting, huh?
Yeah. Okay, well, thanks for that, Chris. And thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 11. For more news, more local weather, you can download our Coast TV News app. The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon is up next, and we'll see you back here tomorrow for Coast TV News at 6. Have a great night.